Hello and welcome to the wonderful world of old sheet music. I am your host, Nicholas Carroll. And tonight we are looking at another teaching piece. This piece is on what they call the Contempo Singles series. You can see here at the top. Contempo, of course, meaning contemporary. Then it is called the Hungarian rap. And you can see this stylized city, which doesn't particularly look like Budapest, but there you have it. I think it's interesting, given the name, that the drawings, to me, they kind of remind me more of an Asian city with big skyscrapers than they do Hungary. But that's what they called it. Hungarian rap, of course, is supposed to be some type of play on the famous Hungarian Rhapsody number 2 by Liszt, and of course rap music, which was, I suppose, becoming popular when this was written in 1973. So clearly trying to appeal to a younger student in that way. It has some interesting notations here. It says Hungarian minor at the top. I haven't the slightest idea what that's supposed to be referencing. The song is in the key of A minor, but that is not special to Hungary or Hungarian music. I don't get the Hungarian minor thing. This is written by D. Jaeger Briss, which is quite a name, especially given that they don't want to give the first name, so it makes me very suspicious that it is a pseudonym for somebody else. This is published by Miklos Press in Boulder, Colorado, with a P.O. box, so probably a fairly small publishing company, particularly when you look at the back and you see the other Contempo piano music in the set. This is the Orchid set, the Sapphire set, the Crimson set, the Sunshine set, the Jade set, and they each have a couple pieces of different levels in each one, all with kind of politically incorrect names like Dance of the Fortune Cookie or Copycat Blues, and yeah. Some of them are kind of strangely named. Hungarian Festival and Kevin's Midnight Adventure. The Greek Legend of the Bumbling Bees. So, yeah. In that sense, Hungarian rap certainly fits into that thematically. This says right here, there is a description. This is composed by gifted American composers. The music of the Contempo series gives new sounds of the 20th century for early grade pianists. Students enjoy and are motivated by these attractive but also easy to play pieces. Only 1 or 2 contemporary idioms are used in each piece so that the music is easy to understand. Approximate grade levels are given for guidance. So, that being said, I mean, it does look fairly easy. It does have some things you wouldn't expect to see in an easy grade piece, like super low ledger lines they have at the end, like a low A. You wouldn't expect to see that in a lower grade piece, but other than that, it does seem fairly simple. It has 2 tempo changes, dolce, cantabile, and vigorously, which is one of those things that always amuses me when they mix the languages. It's like, for me as a composer, I like to use one or the other. So if I'm going to use a standard Italian marking, I use all Italian markings. If I'm not feeling pretentious and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to use English, I'll just put slowly and then vigorously. I'm not going to put dolce cantabile, sweetly, like a song, and then put vigorously later. And I kind of want to stick to one or the other. So that is actually somewhat of a standard. I wouldn't say that every piece does that, but I think it is pretty often that we try to stay consistent with that. That being said, we do have some amusing handwriting. I always like to look at that when I look at these old sheet musics. This is written in pencil very lightly, so I have to look very closely here. It says May 4th, Sunday, 7:30 recital, C Club. I'm assuming that means country club. May 2nd, Friday, practice after school, 4 o'clock at the club. So, being that someone donated this to me, it could very well mean the Somerset Country Club. I do not know. So, let's see what it sounds like. I can tell by looking at it, it's not going to sound like a rap, and it's not going to sound Hungarian. There you have it. So I kind of cheekily exaggerated all of their marking. So I did vigorous on the vigorously. I was sure to go very soft and then suddenly super loud on that lowest note, which is the lowest key on the piano. And yeah, I exaggerated my dolce cantabile as instructed. So that is Hungarian rap. Having played it, like I said, doesn't sound like rap, doesn't sound Hungarian. To me, it sounds kind of Arabian almost. I think maybe a lot of pieces in this A minor kind of mode would be like Egyptian, like a lot of modern books would say, okay, to the kid or the student, sounds Arabian, right? So something like a desert or a camel song or an Egyptian song doesn't mean Hungarian to me when I hear that, but that's my critique. Maybe you disagree. Hungarian rap. Hope you enjoyed.